University. It is a blackout as the men's volleyball team will take the court against Rutgers in tonight's matchup. Alongside Josh Savage, I'm Jacob Johnston. Again, it's going to be a blackout. They're expecting 3,000 to 5,000 students coming out here at the Vine Center tonight. First time the men's team has taken on another opponent here at the Vine Center. And also, first home match of this 2015 portion of the season. Yeah, for sure. I mean, this is such an incredible crowd right now. I mean, it's probably one of the biggest we've ever had at the Vine Center. And like you said, these players are just outstanding. They're getting hyped off of these fans in the stands. It's just looking like it's going to be a great night tonight. Could be one of the biggest crowds for a men's volleyball match in the nation, much less the world as well. Hey, there you go. So tonight, let's take a look at Rutgers. They come in at 10-1 on the season. Who are we going to keep our eye on tonight? Tonight, we're going to keep our eye on Alex Zabluski. I know you heard him in the opener there. The funny thing about Alex Zabluski and the whole team is that they've only practiced one time since they've been back. They've been riddled with snow in New Jersey, and they had to practice at an alumni's gym. The thing about Alex Zabluski is he is the reigning EIVA MVP of 2014, coming back. Not really a deep squad, but we have him, and they can go with that. That's some good-looking hair as well out of Piscataway, New Jersey. On the other side for the Flames, we're going to see some high-flying action for Liberty as well. Who are we looking at? We are looking at Kevin Snyder. This guy is the captain. He's an opposite hitter, lefty. But here's the big thing. He comes from Oklahoma, where he was a 5-time All-Big 12 high jump champion. 11-foot, 4-inch vertical approach. He's just going to float up there. Talking about floating, high-flying action, what are we going to see visually? For those who have not seen a men's volleyball match before, what can they keep their eye on today? They can definitely keep their eye out. For most men's teams, they play a 5-1 set. They have one setter and 5 different attackers. You're going to see people from the back row hitters jumping beyond the 10-foot line, hitting the ball within 2 to 3 feet of the net. A lot of attacking, a lot of hitting going to go on tonight. They're pretty much just going to send the ball up the air, and everybody's just going to attack. Is that Everybody's going to attack. You're going to see tandems, quicks, slides, anything you can think of. It's going to be high-flying fun tonight. Well, it should be a lot of fun. The Flames are 16-2-2. This is their first home match of this 2015 portion of the season. They will be actually hosting the division part of the series. That's going to come up in just a few weeks, actually. Head coaches, let's look on both sides. First for Rutgers, it's Jamie Hoare, who graduated from Rutgers back in 2002. He's a New Jersey native and actually placed 5th in nationals back in 2007. On the other side, Brian Rigg, who is a Liberty grad in his 5th season with the program. He's from Honeybrook, Pennsylvania. Spent a year as an assistant. He actually helped start the program back in 2003. We'll talk a little bit more about that as well, as he's back at the helm. Ryan Culkin is his assistant, who was actually a tight end for the football team. So athletes from all different sports coming together here as we are about to get underway. The Flames will be in the black because it is, again, the blackout, and Rutgers is going to be in the white jerseys with the black numerals on the right side of your screen. High-flying action right there in the front of the screen. You see the big man for Liberty, Kevin Snyder, 6'4" graduate student. He finished up his collegiate career, his NCAA career at Oklahoma, came to Liberty for grad school, and sometimes these athletes, they just can't get away. No, they got to get back out there and compete, that competitive nature, no matter what sport it is. Especially it's coming from the Big 12. I mean, 5-time champion high jumper. I mean, what else can you do besides play volleyball? We are definitely going to see that high-flying action. And right behind him, number 11 is Sam Eisbrenner. He is from Ontario, 6'6", the tallest man we're going to see out on the court today as well. And he is rocking the stash and the flow. He's got a stash, he's got a flow. That stash is probably going to help him get a little bit more lift tonight, maybe a little bit more hang time. One of the most reliable players on the team, says Coach Rigg, as we are ready to get underway. Our officials for the afternoon, it'll be Darren Goff, who's going to be the high ref, and the low ref will be Mike Griffin. And on to serve will be Eisbrenner, the junior, 6'6", out of Waterdown, Ontario. Blackout midnight game here at the Vine Center. Waiting for our opening serve. Referees say we're all set. And here we go. Just floats it over. They'll have to just dump it deep. There's a set. Another dump by Liberty. One from long distance, dug out, back row, over, down, for first point. Goes to Liberty.
Couple free balls to start off that point for both sides. Rutgers looked like they had a little trouble getting that serve up from Sam, but what a great finish.
That was Lucas Worth, a 6'5" freshman from Bristol, Wisconsin. So back into play for Meisbrenner. There's a set near side, big strike. That one was in. And a point to the Scarlet Knights.
Great hit down the line there. I think he's hitting for about the 4 spot right there.
That was Jake Urrutia. So the serve's going to switch sides now. It'll be Rutgers serving, going from right to left. Budney puts it into the net, service error.
It seems like both teams might be figuring out a little bit of jitters, a little bit of jelly legs from the drive, and Liberty seems like they're taking it in stride.
Take another look at that service error. Puts it right in the top of the net. There's a big serve. The lefty just puts it on the outside of the antenna.
Gives it right back.
So a couple of big hits, a couple of service errors. Both teams trying to gather their bearings in, get rid of those butterflies in their stomach. And another service error, which when you have the jump serve like we've seen, that happens and it tends to happen often.
Yeah, it's such a timing thing with the jump serve, especially with the height of the ball, everything flying. It's
David Hong, a senior, 5'9", from Michigan, one of the key reserves. We'll just send it into play. There's a set. Big strike, dug out. Flames will send it across, a bit too strong.
What a great dig. That ball was just blasted. You could hear the smack from here.
And another point to Rutgers, all tied up at 3 apiece. Still early. Served by Brian Foster, another graduate student. There's a set and the spike by Lucas Worth.
Beautiful quick set. Luke there.
Luke Worth, his second kill of the game. Take another look at that one. He sent that one right over top of Zablewski. Now on to serve for the Flames, the libero, Josiah Williams. There's Zablewski. Dug out. Meisbrenner lets it go out, and a point to the Flames.
There you go, these last 2 points right in the middle of the court. That's what Liberty said they have to control, this middle of the court. It's going to be a battle right in the middle. Should be a good one.
Williams to serve again, one of the 2 captains on this squad. Dug out, far side. Deflected out, and a point to Rutgers. Rutgers again 10-1 on the season. The reigning Eastern Intercollegiate Volleyball Association Central Division champions.
It's quite a title.
They will head into division play next, as will the Flames. That one blocked at the net, and in the net.
Looks like it was 4 hits.
So another point to Rutgers. Evens things up at 5 apiece.
Looks like they have Williams and Wong in. They have a defensive specialist and a libero in.
Haynes to serve. That one had a lot of topspin. There's the drive sent into the first row. Troy Brown with the kill. Freshman, 5'11", from right down the road in Richmond, Virginia.
And it looks like they are controlling the middle right now with this hit. If you just look at it, just a quick set right up there and just pummels it.
Got that one right out of the outstretched arms of Shashel. We'll dump this one over, looking for some open real estate, just a bit outside, side out.
Didn't look like Zablewski was ready for that. He was looking, he kind of had to just get it up in the air to get it over the net.
Again, we're going to play best of 5 sets. First to 25 by 2 is the scoring, similar to the women's game. That one goes right into the top of the net. Now the Flames do have a couple of ties on the season. That's because they have played against some NCAA Division III and Division II programs. In D2, they'll only play an even number of sets, so that's how you get the ties.
Don't want to put that on your record. Losing to a club team.
Deflected out. Another point to the Flames. Brown coming in. That's his second kill for the freshman. See some.
It's like Wong subbed out there. Putting another hitter on, putting Brooks on.
Aaron Brooks, only been with the team now for 4 weeks. So he'll get some playing time in front of this big crowd. That one went down the right side. And good for Zabluski. So that's his first kill of the game.
Taking him a little bit.
Look at the serve. Rutgers trails by 1, 8-7. Still first set.
And he can put the ball down. He can float and put the ball down. He's also got a wicked jump serve. You'll see that here.
Got some height there, that top spin. Just dumped over. Dug out, pushed over. There's the set, it's gonna be from deep. And finds that open real estate.
Yeah, just found the donut. I think that's what Snyder was trying to do there. The set was a little off the net, just kind of had to roll it over. The second one was a little tight, and just looking for the donut. Looks like Rutgers got to it before him.
Shasel. Just want to serve again to Zabluski. Oh, this one goes way high. Dug out back row. There's a set near side. Quick dig, put away by Snyder.
Snyder with a huge left hand off of that hit. What a great hit. Found the opening in between the middles, and there it was right down on the floor.
He's got that 11-foot forward touch, and we saw it right there.
Scoots it right by him.
Set to the near side, sent over, touch back. This one deep in the net.
In the net. No touch, but in the net. Looks like Worth touched the top of the net. Now, you are allowed to touch every part of the net except for that white top part of it. So if you go up for a block and come down and hit the black, no point. It's when you touch the white at the top.
All not step at 9. On to serve is Budney. Set, pushed over, Worth.
A little off speed there from Worth. Kind of getting it with his fingertips and gave a little smile to his teammates too. He knew he mishit that one.
He'll take it though. Worth third kill of the match. And back to serve. Keep your eye on this guy, Snyder. See how high he gets. Sends that one deep. Pushed over, knocked back.
Brooks and Worth getting up there for the double block. They decided they were going to go with that grouping blocking, but it looks like Rutgers isn't able to control that middle of the court like they like to, so they're trying to go outside.
Couple of freshmen. Actually, Brooks, the sophomore. Another big serve. This one goes deep. Sent over. And that point for Mike Mann.
It's a good quick set. Mann just went up there and kind of found the spot for it. No blockers could get up in time for that. That's the benefit of that quick set.
Blocked down.
Great block by the setter, Nick Williamson.
Williamson, sophomore, 6'3", out of Redondo Beach, California. He's a transfer from El Camino College, a Division III program.
A little bit colder here than California.
He decided to come east. Very interesting.
29 degrees into January.
There's a strong hit. That one's going to make its way near us.
Right off the block from Worth. He tried to get up there with Williamson, but just scooted it through. Aimed for the elbows.
I believe that was Foster. Sent that one down. We'll take another look at it right here.
There it is. He aimed right for the elbows. Worth just a little late getting over there.
There's a serve. Good dig by Hong. Williamson puts it away.
That's a great hit from Williamson. That's one of the things that Coach Rigg was talking to us about, that not only can Nick set, but he can dump, block, jump serve, all the above. And you can see here, he can hit.
Finds that open spot right in the back. Now on to serve Williams, a libero. Block back. Now we'll try the other side. This one's sent up. Put down. And a point to the Flames.
There it is. There's the mustache. There's Sam the Stash getting up on that one, hitting that three. I saw him hitting that in practice. We can see that again as he goes up. Williamson with a nice quick set, and Sam with that three hit right there.
And he altered. He looked like he was trying to go cross court, and then he decided, nope, let's go right back down the line. Worked out well. Williams serves into place. Zabluski gets one of his own.
That's Josiah Williams on that dig. He almost had it. Really quick reactions there. He's actually the first recruit from Rig that he ever got.
It's a nice serve. Dug way high. On the far side. Got stuck between Zabluski and the net.
This freshman Troy Brown just aiming for the elbows. Again, the blocks just a little late. That might be that drive that they took today from Jersey.
Team did not leave until 3 o'clock, so got here just enough time, put the stuff in the hotel, and head out to the Vine Center. That one side out, a bit deep on the serve, so service error.
Just missed. Didn't get that top spin that he usually has on that serve there. Just missed that end line.
Again, Rutgers, they started school on Monday, then had that blizzard, so all the gyms were closed, so they only had 1 day where they actually got a touch on the ball, so they have not practiced but one time since the middle of December. Blocked down, but just out. Side out, point to Rutgers.
See again, Rutgers trying to work that middle of the court. Liberty almost won it that time. Got both blocks, just not enough to put it back on the court.
So on the serve is Chasel. Set far side. This one will have to be dumped over. They send it deep. Here's the set. Eisbrenner.
Eisbrenner just hitting that spot again. Now, I talked to him and Williamson at practice the other day as we check at this replay right here. They said they had just the connection going on, and we can see it right there. They have a connection for sure.
Chemistry, a big part between a setter and a big man. Too strong. And right there you see with Zabluski, he's just trying to find a spot. Doesn't look like he's gotten into a rhythm yet.
Doesn't look like the whole Rutgers team has gotten into a rhythm. Looks like Liberty came out to play, and Rutgers, like I said, they're just trying to find their way this first game.
Feeding off this crowd so far. It's a big one. Dug out, saved right in front of us by Snyder, and not enough on it.
Williams just tried to barely get it over. Now, you're talking about the crowd, too. They don't know the difference between an end line and a 10-foot line, most of them. But it doesn't matter because it's midnight. They're out of the dorms. They're getting to watch volleyball.
Free T-shirts.
Free T-shirts, free pizza, free Xbox with Unity. Come on.
Vuvuzelas, you name it.
Boom Boom sticks. See a bunch of them out there.
Zabluski set to serve. Drop this one deep. That one's going to be tough. Was played, though, by Williams. That'll be sent deep. There's a set near side. Deflected. And that one stays right inside the line.
This gets inside the line. Brooks getting up there. He's a little bit shorter than most of the hitters, but, man, he could just get up there as you watch this replay. Good set from Williamson. Finds it right there.
Brooks labeled at 6 foot. He's a sophomore. He actually moved to the men's team from the beach squad. On a side out. Misplayed by Mike Mann. But Brooks, he's only been with the team now for 4 weeks. But it looks like he's gotten into a rhythm. Eisbrenner to serve, clips the net. Sliding over. Too strong.
You're talking about beach volleyball again, too. That timeout being taken, we can see that Rutgers is just trying to find something to get into because Liberty is just kind of running away with this game. Scored 20-15.
Yeah, 20-15. This crowd's starting to get into it, really making a difference. And I think right now, you're seeing that difference between Liberty, who's been practicing now for 3 weeks, and Rutgers, who's just been trying to get back into a groove, trying to knock off that rust from that Christmas break.
Oh, for sure, especially practicing in an alumni gym, anything like that. It's just been so difficult, especially with the snow.
Now let's meet the third member of our team, Shelby Rush.
Thanks, guys. Well, this is a very exciting yet late night here at Liberty. The men's volleyball team is hosting their first late night event, and it's also the first time that any club sport has played at the Vine Center. Jake, how does tonight compare to last year's midnight game, midnight lacrosse game?
Well, it's a little bit drier than the lacrosse game was last year. I got to be on the sidelines for that one, but the atmosphere is just as crazy as it was there. Everyone was dressed in the black that night. I think they had, I want to say, about 4,000 people came out for that midnight game last year. It was a good one against
Georgia, was it?
It was Maryland. Is it Maryland? I believe.
Okay, one of those teams. Another big
North Carolina State.
There it is.
That's who it was.
It was a little rainy out there, but a lot of fun to watch it.
And the Flames picked up the victory that night as well. Trying to do the same today. Snyder just has to tip it over. Now here comes a long one. There's the set. Push down, Worth.
Worth with a great quick set. He just put it down. That quick set from Williamson. Worth is there, just kind of finds a spot right as the blockers are trying to go up in that middle of the board again. So you can see it right here. There's a quick set. Worth just kind of slams the ball down, almost palms it.
Snyder will give chase, runs out of real estate. 21-16. On to serve is Conrad Budney. They send it deep. Williams there. Snyder plays it soft. Comes right back where it came from. Worth got it, tucks it in.
Nice little jousting going right on out there at the net. Little bit of touch here and there, and Worth just punishes it in the back. As you can see, Rutgers kind of gets sucked up right near the 10-foot line. The ball just pops up, and there's Worth, just finds a spot right in the back.
Now Snyder to serve. Hard to see in your shot how high he throws that ball up. He'll work it to the near side, and too strong.
That was an extremely high ball toss, but like we were saying, 11-foot 4-inch vertical. Jake, I think if we both stood on top of one another on our shoulders, he might be able to touch the top of one of our heads.
23-16. Sends that one deep. There's a set. Pushed over, trying to make a quick move there.
Williamson going for the dump. Almost had it, just got caught up on that tape a little bit. They got a little room to work with being 23-17.
Yeah, they got a couple of points. It's a set, and another one goes into the net. This time it was Hirschberger with the air. So now it's 23-18. Serve on the way by Rutia. There's Snyder, tries to go cross court. Now you got to bear down. You've given up 3 points, you just have to bear down.
Yeah, especially when you're seeing that. And you saw where he left from behind that 10-foot line. That's what they're trying to go for sometimes, is hit from that 10.
Or you can get a little bit of help. Now we'll see how loud it gets. 24-19, set point coming up. And on to serve for the Flames will be David Hong.
On the DS, but he also has a great serve.
Lefty jumps into it. On the near side, blocked, and Rutgers lives for at least one more point in this first set.
You kind of see Rutgers struggle with that serve. It's wobbling in the air as Hong hits it over there. So we'll see if they can get it this time.
So Foster, the libero to serve. Good dig. Set, pushed over, and there it is.
Hirschberger finds a donut right in the backcourt of Rutgers, and there's the first set for you.
Liberty wins the first set 25-20. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with set number 2 here from the Vine Center.
Come and find your home with me. Your roots will grow down deep. Oh, you'll find me. Oh, home indeed. Find your heart and find your song. Home is where your heart belongs. Oh, you'll find
Plumbers, your community choice for electrical and mechanical services.
Welcome back to the Vine Center. Set number one went by way of the Flames, 25-20 over Rutgers. Alongside Josh Savage, I am Jacob Johnston. A really high-flying first set, and it looked like the Flames came out a lot sharper than Rutgers did.
Oh, you can definitely tell that, especially when you see that middle of just the center of the court. Both teams trying to fight for that, and Liberty definitely won that battle, and it shows in that first set victory.
It was the freshman Luke Worth who had the most kills in the first set. 5 kills total for him. He's another one of those with a 11'4" reach. 6'5" freshman from Bristol, Wisconsin.
Just incredible.
And
just
incredible. Talking about Worth, if that name sounds kind of familiar, he's not the only athlete in his family. He is the cousin of Nationals player Jason Worth, which unfortunately Jason Worth couldn't be here tonight, or we would have him on the broadcast. But again, he comes from a very athletic family.
Obviously, we could see that. Jason Worth getting a new teammate too, and Max Scherzer. Nice little contract.
Nice little paycheck, but you know, the nation's capital's okay with paying that kind of money if they can get some, maybe get that World Series championship they're looking for.
That pitching rotation is absolutely incredible with Scherzer added to it.
There's a big strike by Snyder. That's his second kill.
Again, you can just see how high he gets up for the ball. Look at this replay. Perfect timing right over the block. He doesn't even need to go through it.
Big serve. Lepero's there. Zabluski, he will get credited for the kill.
Went for that cross. Got it over. Just a great spot from Zabluski. Great court vision.
Aaron Brooks gave it just about everything he had, but he just didn't have enough. There's a serve by Urrutia. Sent over. Set. They're going to set far side. Trying to go cross court. Not there. Brooks. This one's cleared all the way back over. Now a set. Worth. Too much on it that time. Looked like the set might have been a little low for him, and he kept it a little flatter than he'd like to.
A little bit. I wanted to take a look at Josiah Williams that last point. He had 3 or 4 digs, did all the work on that point. Well deserved on that one.
The Flames will get that point back. We're tied up at 2-2. There's a good look at Brooks. There's Urrutia. Jake Urrutia. Rutgers again making that 7-hour trip down from New Jersey. Zabluski puts it away. Now, Zabluski probably wins the award for the best hair in all of men's volleyball. We'll talk about him. Well, let's talk about him right now.
Let's talk about it right now.
What else is he known for?
What else is he known for? With that hair, that face, you would think he would be a model, maybe in New York or something like that.
You would think so. There's a good put away by Troy Brown.
As you see this replay, just a great set to the 4. Hirschberger just punishes it away.
Yeah, check that, it was Hirschberger. From Manheim, Pennsylvania, into Manheim Central. Great dig. Hirschberger, soft touch. What a block.
Great block by Sam Einsberger. He just got up there right in the middle. They tried to hit a 10. Rutgers tries to hit that, as you see this right here. Goes back, and Sam just puts up that hand. Nobody's in the backcourt to get it.
Eisberger, he's from Canada, but it looks like a California condor with that wingspan. 6'6". There's a set, goes right back where it came from. Eisberger was there again. This one will be sent over. Set near side. Hirschberger has it coming right back, lightning fast. Good recovery. Trying to go deep, Hong there. Hirschberger. Great save. Hirschberger again, and the Flames hold off Rutgers.
Great point, great rally, great defense from Liberty. You look at Hong there, you look at Williams in the back, just digging everything they can get. Some bouncing around, and Hirschberger with the kill.
It's back to serve Josiah Williams, the junior from New Holland, Pennsylvania. And that one a bit too strong, and it's going to be another point for Rutgers. 5-4. Flames with the lead.
Keeping this one a little closer in the first set.
Big serve by Haynes.
Gets it right back.
Trading points. Flames will take that. They've got the lead. 6-4.
It's almost like double faulting in a tiebreaker or tennis. Just kind of a cardinal rule. Don't give the point back on the next serve.
And that's going to put Williams to serve. Strong serve. Set. Snyder winds and delivers.
Even though Williamson might have saved that one, you get to see Snyder again with that lefty. Just that opposite hitter action right here as we take a look at this replay. And what a hit. Just over the blockers again, right down the line.
The Texan just powers it past that front line. Williamson back to serve again. Gets a lot of pace on this one. Set deep. Touch back over. Great dig. Hirschberger. From about 5 feet back.
Got a touch on it.
That point's going to go to Rutgers 7-6.
Josiah Williams is everywhere on the court. Definitely proving why he was the first recruit for Coach Rigg.
Just 5'6". Snyder. Where did he come from?
Seriously.
Where in the world did he come from?
He's hitting back row, leaving from the 10-foot line. Let's check out this replay. Watch where he leaves from.
From Sparky's beak. Speaking of Sparky, he is in the house tonight. Hirschberger. Haynes played that one. Now the soft touch. Takes the pace off of it. Same result.
There it is. That's again the setter. Nick Williamson finding the donut right there.
9-5. Flames pulling away a little bit. Rutgers, they need a timeout soon. Trying to go down the line. They're
Point for Rutgers. Looked like the blocks were too into the white tape up there. They got a touch on the net. What a serve from Hirschberger, though.
Rutgers back within 3, though, 9-6. And up to serves Brian Foster. Foster, an interesting story. He's actually in medical school right now. That one didn't get a piece all they wanted. Great dig, though, from Williamson. Set, Zabluski puts it away.
And that's where it is again. Zabluski showing why he was the 2014 EIVA MVP right here, as you can see. Great set, and just puts it right through the middle. His arm just comes through the ball so quickly. Hard to get the block up for it.
Talked about Zabluski being a male model. Snyder tries to put that one away. Zabluski actually had a shoot this morning. He actually had a model shoot this morning, and then he caught the bus and drove down here to Lynchburg.
Maybe that's why his hair looks so good.
Yeah, that's it. Professionally done, just for TV. Was there a touch? No.
No touch.
Going back to Foster, he's actually a grad student. He's in medical school. He's in his first year of medical school. Won't play next year just because of the tough program there at Rutgers, but couple of different grad students playing here. We got some nursing students as well, and I think that's one thing you don't realize is when you see these guys, they pretty much look like professional athletes, but they've got to go to class. They've got to pay their dues to play a club sport at Rutgers and here at Liberty as well.
Oh, exactly, especially going to med school. I can't even believe he has time for it. One of my friends is in med school, the wife and a child and one on the way, and he's having a tough time. I can't even imagine playing a club sport and doing it as well as he's doing it too.
Yeah, he's definitely one of the top of the game, and again, player of the year last year. Josiah Williamson, he's a junior. He's a nursing student here at Liberty as well, and the nursing program, anywhere the nursing program's tough, but definitely at Liberty, a very tough program. And so it's just impressive to see these athletes able to play. Liberty's already played now this is their 21st match of the season. To be able to balance all of that out, a very impressive feat. That's why you do it while you're young.
Exactly.
When you get old like me, you just can't. You can't pull it. I'm about half asleep anyway.
Hey,
well,
there you go. It's midnight
before
though.
this started.
Yeah, before it, and then all of a sudden you get these students in here. They got to give you some kind of energy. Come on.
This is like some coffee, minus the coffee.
You don't even need the caffeine.
Exactly.
Don't even need it. Just feed off it.
Served by Libero, goes to his counterpart. Snyder winds and delivers.
What an opposite hitter. That's such a blessing to have him on the team. See that high jump skill there.
And again, you look at him, he looks a little older than the rest of the team.
He does look a little
well,
older. He's one of their second-year grad students on the team, as you were talking before.
He has seen a lot in his few years in college, his 6 years in school. Rutgers trying to play it in the corner. They do. Is the set. Brooks. Brenner just couldn't get there in time. That mustache, I think, got in the way.
I think it might have. Maybe the hair or something like that.
Yeah,
it looked like he hesitated. I think he might have thought it was going out, but he really didn't get a good eye on it. So he kind of stuck out his hand. I think it was dropping in either way.
So Budney, the junior setter, back to serve for Rutgers. And he puts this one short.
See Zabluski getting a little bit frustrated there with all these missed serves. Should be pulling away a little bit more than that in this game. It looks like they've kind of woken up.
11-10, Rutgers staying in this one. Here's Snyder. Southpaw puts it in play. Good dig. Snyder comes over. And a point to Liberty.
Tell you what, these digs from Josiah Williams are just impressive. He's a top recruit, definitely their first recruit. Didn't even think that he was going to be able to play in the Vine Center. It's his third year.
Coach Rigg, when we asked about Williams, he said, stellar player. That's literally all he said was, he's a stellar player.
You can see it. You can see it all over the court. He is all over the court. I mean, I haven't seen one of these tall guys. I mean, they get up, but he can just about dive as high as Snyder can get up.
See him right there. Worth. Just. That's the call.
Point for Liberty. They changed it.
It's like they overturned
Replay point. Let's see it on the replay here. Worth gets up. One line called it in, one line called it out. Replaying the point.
So we'll replay it.
Don't ever view in volleyball yet.
Yep. And dumps it over.
Great court vision there from Williamson. That's what the coach is saying there. He's such a versatile guy. You just look at that. Catches everybody off guard.
Led his prior school to the Western State Conference Championship. First time in a long time for El Camino College, Division III program. Now 13-11 your score.
Hong
Hong's
coming
gonna come
in to
in.
serve.
Hong played with the beach volleyball team. It's his second year with this men's team.
A little bit slower beach volleyball.
Yeah. That block was deflected out. Another point to Rutgers. Yeah, beach volleyball, like you said, a little bit slower of a game. You just can't get enough push off of that sand that you can on this hard court.
I think Coach Rigg was saying anywhere from about 50 miles an hour is how hard they're hitting the ball in sand, up to 90 miles an hour here in indoor. We've definitely seen, I don't know if close to that, but we've seen it hit hard.
Zabluski. Worth deflected. set who they're going to. Zabluski, and might be a little frustrated with himself now.
Looks like it. He's just getting subbed out, going over onto the bench. It's a great slide hit by Snyder. Kind of put him in a bad position, Rutgers, and then you see that mistake by Zabluski. I think he's still thinking there's got to be a camera somewhere.
He's getting a little nervous. He's striking a pose over there. They do give him a, I mean, tough player, but they do give him a little bit of a hard time. When I talk to Coach Hoare, he's that's usually one of the jokes that runs around the team.
Oh, it's got to be.
Set near side, splits the defenders. That was a tough play. Snyder tried to make the most of it, but a point to Rutgers.
That was Travis Haynes with that smash right there. Just fed it right through. Snyder didn't even have time to react. Great hit.
14-13 now. Liberty with the lead. Hong there. Hirschberger.
See why Hong's the defensive specialist right there. That was a great dig.
Hirschberger with his 5th kill.
Hong's got some nice shoes on right there too. The most color I think out of any shoes right there. He's got some pink going on.
Back to serves Williamson. Trying to dump it over. Still in play. Set and sent right back where it came from by Mike Mann.
Liberty thought they had that point. Hirschberger with a great reaction time to that, but Rutgers able to get that ball over. Liberty kind of caught napping. You see it right here. Hirschberger goes up, but Rutgers with the block there.
Powerful serve. 1-point game, 15-14. Hirschberger. Going near side. There's the touch. Set up middle. Eisbrenner, what's the call? Point to Rutgers. Side out. That evens it up at 15 apiece. Again, Liberty won set number 1, 25-20. We're all tied up in set 2. We play best of 5 here from the Vine Center. We'll take an extended break after this set.
Great tandem run there. You see Sam running the 2 there. Hirschberger running the 4 outside. Catches Rutgers a little off guard, as we can see here in the replay. Didn't know who to block, so they only had 1 block on the outside. Hirschberger able to put it through the hands.
Right between the wickets of Yaratia.
For going for cricket, that's it.
Go near side that one, taken right off of the face of Hirschberger.
Domed.
Now that is a legal hit.
That is a legal hit. They still get the point. They still get the point.
That is a legal hit. It can go, I believe, off of any body part as long as it's a deflection and not palmed or held at any point. That one sent right back down.
I remember in the Olympics, the U.S. men's team, they set a ball off of their foot. It was a perfect set, too. So, yes, it can be off a face, as we have just seen there.
That's
great slide hit from Rutgers, though.
Probably not what Hirschberger wanted to do, but Eisbrenner puts it in play. This one's set deep, has to be dumped over. 2 going up, Worth comes down. And a point to Liberty.
Tough serve there from Liberty. Made Rutgers give up the free ball. And as you can see here, you see Luke Worth just puts it straight down. Block was on the left. They wanted a dunk call, but it seems like Worth is putting it off his fingertips. He's not actually palming the ball.
Liberty getting close to that 20 mark. Zabluski.
Great slide hit from Zabluski. Nobody was ready for that. They thought he was going middle. Faked middle and hit that slide great.
So back to serve again will be Budney, the junior. Budney, one of the most streaky players on the team. He plays well, the team plays well. Snyder gets that one off the top and it deflects out. That'll tie it up at 18.
Tried to hit it off the block there. Tried to hit across there. Just get that angle right off the top of the net. It was a great spot.
So Budney back to serve again. Notched up at 18. Into strong side out. Point goes back to Liberty.
Good call by Josiah Williams. Just watching that ball just float out the back. That's why you trust the guy with the opposite jersey.
Now we get to see that left-handed serve. That one not as much pace on it. Touch back. Set up Sabluski. He's getting into a little bit of a rhythm.
He's starting to feel it. He's starting to feel it. That slide hit where no blockers came up, he hit that one. He's hit a couple good ones here. He's hit a 2 and a 3 right in the middle of the court. Liberty not getting their bunch blocks right in front of him enough.
19-19. First one to 20 usually has the best shot at winning. And right now, that's Liberty.
Can't get those points back. This is an important point. Can't get these serves, easy points near these end of these sets. Not the way you want to go.
Rutgers does not want to fall 2 sets to nothing. Right now, Liberty's 5 points away from making it just that. And Hong to serve. Senior puts it into play. Set far side. Nice use of the court.
They did have that bunch blocking ready for Sabluski. Decided to go to a 4-hit though, outside the court as we can see here.
Sabluski fixing the hair.
Of course, why not? You're on camera. As he was this morning. Starts his day, ends his day on camera.
There you go. Not the way he wanted to end that one though.
Might have had a little too much grease on the hands.
Slid off a little bit.
Slid off.
Liberty up 21-20 now. Rutgers again out of New Brunswick, New Jersey, about 375 miles north of where we are. That one's put down by Mike Mann.
Great quick right there. Didn't even have enough time to get a block. Josiah Williams tried to get up the dig. Too fast for him.
New Brunswick actually the oldest of the 3 Rutgers campuses. 41,000 enrolled at Rutgers University.
And there's Hirschberger going over the line. Now the rule is you can go over the line. There's a white line underneath the net. You can go over, but it has to be cleared by the opponent. That is where he got caught up.
So now Rutgers with the lead. Good block, but not enough as it goes to Rutgers.
It's out of bounds. Williamson trying to get over. He saw it coming. He saw the joust, but just could not get that right down.
And this is good
here.
This is a tricky spot for Liberty as you see that one just go side out. Tricky spot for Liberty is they now trail by 2. So they're going to take a timeout. They want about 75 seconds to talk about this. What does Liberty need to do to get back into this set?
Well, you can just see it here. They've kind of gotten, I mean, they've been a little bit streaky in this set. Really, I mean, you have to take advantage of the fact that Zabluski's on the bench when he is on the bench. Nick trying to do everything he can there. You just got to stop the bleeding right now. I think it's a great timeout by Rigg. Rutgers is on a 4-2 run. It's near the end of the set. You get them off their pace a little bit.
For Liberty, who you got to get going? Do you need Snyder to get going again?
I mean, you got to get Snyder the ball. Got to get Snyder or Worth the ball. They're your hitters. So maybe run a tandem, maybe run a quick with Snyder on the outside and just put it up to Worth, see what can happen. I mean, you've also got Sam in the middle. Maybe even run 3 hitters.
Worth's been a little bit quiet here in this second set. Snyder has been creating a lot of the noise. Eisbrenner's been in there as well. You can't say enough about Nick Williamson, the sophomore setter.
Hirschberger too. He's getting involved in the second set too, but we haven't seen too much from Sam. So I'd like to see him step up here near the end of this second set. See if he can't get the this point right here.
23-21, Rutgers with the lead. Serve. And just like that, set point for Rutgers. They're trying to split this.
Great serve from Rutgers. Josiah Williams, full extension to the far sideline.
Travis Haynes, a senior. Good all-around player, puts that one into play. There's a set put down. Liberty gets one back.
Great putback by Williamson. He's so quick, great court vision. Knows exactly what he's going to do. Looks like before the Rutgers blockers get up to him, take a look at this replay. So quick, can see the block doesn't get up, gets the tip.
Flames have got to hold off 2 more set points. Williamson to serve. We'll jump into it. Set, put back, dug out. Bit too deep, and Liberty's held off one more.
Great serves by Williamson. You don't want to have, I mean, we've seen this guy serve. He just kind of blasts the ball. You see this, how Liberty's kind of starting to come back a little bit. They got that first point, and they've stopped Rutgers here. You got Williamson serving.
Rutgers now going to take a timeout. They want to make sure that they are focused here as it's now 24 to 23. I actually talked to Coach Hoare about the crowd and what's that going to mean for his team. But he seemed pretty confident. He said that most of his players have played in state championship situations. And again, while they haven't played against 3,000 to 5,000 people, they have played in very intimate environments with a very hostile crowd. And they're definitely playing against a hostile crowd right now.
Oh, without a doubt. You've got all these students, they're hyped up on, you name it, energy drink. You know, they're out of their dorms. They don't have to go to curfew. You got Boom Boom Sticks, you got Fufuzillas. You can't ask for it. Can't ask for better. They got Williamson. He's got a huge face over there in the crowd. You got Worth on a huge face over there in the crowd.
First time the men's volleyball team has played here at the Vine Center. And they said if this one goes well, they may get a few more next year. And so far, it looks like it's going pretty well for Liberty. They got a packed crowd here.
Looks like they even got the black bodysuit guys. Look like they're over from hockey. I guess hockey's done for the night. Maybe get a little bit of heckling against Rutgers here.
Big point here for Liberty. 24-23, Rutgers with the lead. One more set point. Puts this one into play. Set deep, and that's gonna do it.
That's just a great hit. That's a great dig from Williamson's serve. That ball was dipping so low.
So Liberty battles back, but they just don't have enough in the gas tank. We're gonna take a break. Liberty, Rutgers, one apiece.
Are you looking for a unique homeschooling option for your children? With Liberty University Online Academy, you aren't just homeschooling, you're transforming your home into a private Christian school for students grades K through 12. Your kids will receive individualized attention and enjoy hands-on learning in a flexible environment. With curriculum written by Liberty University professors and the option to enroll part-time or full-time, what are you waiting for? For more info, visit libertyonlineacademy.com.
Welcome back to the Vine Center. As you can see, it's a very crazy, rowdy night here. We've already reached our estimate of a couple thousand fans. I'm assuming it's from the horns and the T-shirts and the pizza and all the free giveaways, and not to mention an Xbox One. But the fans are rowdy and they're ready to cheer on their flames.
God's number one!
Shelby, can you get us some of that pizza? Can you bring some of that pizza over here for us?
Great.
That'd be great.
That'd be awesome.
Shelby Rush. Alongside Josh Savage, I'm Jacob Johnston. Again, a very rowdy, loud crowd here for this midnight game. The first ever, the inaugural midnight game here at the Vine Center. I'm glad we get to experience it. It's been a lot of fun so far, and we have a good game on our hands. Liberty took the first set 25-20, but then Rutgers started to get into a rhythm, take advantage of some of Liberty's mistakes, and now split sets. 25-23 was the score of the second.
You look at that first set, Liberty came out firing, Rutgers came out slow, and during that second game, you definitely saw Rutgers start to keep pace with Liberty, and then all of a sudden, near the end of the game, they go on a 4-2 run. They're up 23-21 and just take it from there.
Zablewski really started to get into a rhythm as well. He was a little frustrated in the first set leading into the second set, but towards the middle, he really got into a rhythm, and he really just took over for this team.
Somebody I want to see step up a little bit is Sam Eisbrenner. As you can see, the fans here, they got those mustaches on. That would be for Sam. Hopefully they can give him a little bit more hang time just to get started. Take some of the pressure off of Snyder, off of Worth, off of Hirschberger. If they have to worry about him, he's just blocking in the middle. But if they have to worry about that 2 or 3 hit, Rutgers is going to have a handful with him.
Liberty again, this actually isn't the start of the 2015 campaign for them, but for the home portion of it, it is for them. But for Rutgers, they are just coming off of their Christmas break Monday, had to deal with all that snow up in New Jersey, New York area. They made it down here to Lynchburg safe and sound, and they are beginning this portion of their campaign, but they've only had one practice coming into this since the beginning of December, middle to the beginning of December. So kind of a handicap for them, but now they've gotten into the rhythm. There's a good look there. Coach Brian Rigg, again, Brian Rigg actually more or less started the men's volleyball program here. He came in 2003, talked to the assistant coach of the women's team and said, can you help me start this team? Will you coach for us? He went around recruiting, and that's when he found, we'll talk about him a little bit, Jonathan Willis. Went to an intramurals game, saw Willis, great athlete, asked Willis to join the team, and he was really the biggest component of the team that helped them get to where they are nowadays.
And it's such a big thing to come from that and to come here. As we could hear Josiah Williams, their first recruit, he's saying, you know, third year, didn't get to play, and now you have the first club team to play in the Vines. You go from not even being noticed. And I was talking to Sam Eisbrenner at practice along with Williamson. He's saying the support from Liberty has just been incredible. Their marketing video, they're producing these posters. Williamson himself taped up posters all throughout DeMoss, one of the main buildings on campus for class, just to get people out for this game, and it seems like it works.
Liberty putting a lot of resources into the club sports program on campus. Probably one of the most well-funded programs in the nation. They can rival other schools like Virginia Tech, like Arizona, like UCLA, Texas. One of the best club sports programs in the nation. And right now, this volleyball team is on their way up as they just trying to win right now. All they're really focused on right now is set number 3. They'd like to get that 2-1 advantage over Rutgers. And Eisbrenner will start us off going left to right as we are underway in third set. Eisbrenner. That was a tough set. A miscue by Williamson. We haven't seen many of those in this game.
A little bit in between Worth and Brooks. I don't know if he knew he was going to Worth. I think Worth thought he was going to Brooks. Just a little bit of miscommunication there. You haven't seen that from Williamson yet.
But gets a little bit of help on the other end from Budney. And that'll even it up at 1 point apiece.
Gotta love how much fire these guys got. Williamson just screaming Snyder with the ball right now. Gotta love this guy's serve. Such textbook jump serve.
Strong serve.
Put some pace.
Misplayed by the libero, Brian Foster.
A little bit of change of pace. You can see that there, Jake. He's kind of floated a couple across. They saw that top spin, but that one had a little bit more mustard on it.
See what he throws at him here. There's a little mustard, a little top spin. Sent back down by Worth.
Now Jason Worth, I know Jason Worth can hit the ball. Tell you what, Sam Worth might have gotten a few instructions from him. He just stuffed the reigning MVP of the EIVA from last year.
Snyder put that one deep, now on the far side. Sent down by Rutia. It's another kill for him. That's actually his 3rd of the match. Liberty leads though, 3-2. Rutgers with the serve. It's gonna come from the back row. And a point goes to Rutgers.
Hirschberger just hit the top of the net. Liberty thought they got a touch from Rutgers, but Rutgers backed off just in time. Didn't get the touch. And Rutgers ties it up at 3.
Rutia. Worth. There you go. Liberty back on top.
I wonder if Worth's hitting average is the same as Jason Worth's batting average.
It may be, well, you know what? It's probably about the same.
It's probably about the same. Tell you what, though, they can both hit.
If you're hitting in the 300s, you're doing all right in both leagues. Sablewski not happy.
Definitely mad at himself on that one. He had it right where he wanted. Had that 3-spot hit. They were blocking him in the middle. Just didn't get it right.
Zablewski kind of controls this Rutgers team. When he's playing well, they play well. You can see that frustration at the last point. They go away from him this time. Put down by Haynes.
You see that outside hit there, that 4 hit. Now, when I was talking to Kevin Snyder before the game, they said he really didn't have to block out there because they had 3 seniors last year, including one of them not being Zablewski, but all they had to do was stick in the middle. Looks like Rutgers is hitting outside a little bit more tonight.
Rutgers with a very shallow team. Zablewski again, more frustration as he puts that one in the net. Only brought 8 players from New Jersey down.
Yeah, when you got the MVP, it doesn't really matter, though, you know.
But when the MVP is struggling, your team struggles, and that's what we're seeing right here. Williams to serve. Near side. Good attempt, though, by Liberty, but point goes to Rutgers, 6-5, Liberty with the lead.
Got airborne. Wong and Williams both got airborne on that one.
Flames have had the early lead in all 3 sets. See if they can hold them like they did in set number 1. Haynes knocked down.
You could see that one coming. As soon as the ball went up, Williamson was thinking, this is mine. I'm dumping this thing.
Williamson, 6'3", Division III transfer from California. Look at the serve. Put some pace on it.
Pace right back. Fighting fire with fire there is Rutgers.
California, one of the biggest volleyball states in the United States. Pennsylvania's also got a big program because they do have a lot of men's volleyball at the high school level. Virginia, really, it's all focused on the Richmond, Virginia Beach area. We got a lot of beaches there.
They got a lot of beaches in Virginia Beach?
Yeah, they do have a lot of beaches in Virginia Beach.
That's
yeah. It's a Long Beach, but not Long Beach.
Not Long Beach. It's a Long Beach.
Long Beach, yes.
As long as in the distance, not the location, just for clarification.
Anyway, back to sanity. Here's Hirschberger. That was a tough touch. Set Snyder. Sent it deep. That was a tough spot. Great save, though. Outside the antenna, point to Liberty.
Snyder. You could see that on the replay. He has to reach behind his head to hit that ball. Gets that wrist snap in. Able to still put that cross court with some pace. This is unbelievable. Guy just floats up there.
Liberty with a 3-point lead. Touched over. Beautiful shot. Nobody there. Williams was trying for the pancake, but couldn't get there in time.
Just found that donut. Rutgers has found that a couple times tonight with that little roll right over.
Ryan Foster libero to serve. On top spin. Set. Eisbrenner.
There's Eisbrenner. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we need. We need that quick set. Liberty just utilizing that. As we can see here on the replay.
Junior, one of the most reliable players on the team, says Coach Rigg.
Never going to lose a game for you.
Nope. Zablewski getting back into a rhythm. He needed that one to build up some confidence. He wasn't feeling it.
It's a great quick set, great slide. You can tell last time in the second set, Zablewski hit one of those same slide hits, didn't really get too many blockers up, and from there you could kind of see him start to get his rhythm back. So let's see what happens here.
They trail by 2. That one goes right over. Snyder. Right off the shoulder of Foster.
Oh, he's fired up. Look at that now. He's getting into it. Let's go.
The former Sooner feeding off the crowd.
Here we go. You take a look at this. Let's just get up and get at it. Off of the shoulder.
That man's an athlete. Sends it right back where it was to Foster. Set right back down. Williamson was there. Worth as well.
Williamson off of that block. Just a great block. He got Snyder in the back. And there it is, right off the elbows. Tries to hit it in the elbows, but Williamson just got that block up there, put it straight down.
4-point lead. Snyder back to serve again. Takes a little pace off, keeps it high. Touch back, finds some open real estate. Another point for the Flames.
Liberty's feeling it right now. Their blockers are going up. That's Worth and Brooks just going up at it. As you can take a look at this replay, they both get over. Just barely touches it, Worth. They thought Zabluski was going to hit it. Didn't fake Liberty out.
And Snyder puts it into the net.
Right into the beak of Jason Worth there. Didn't expect that to come. That's always a fear when you play volleyball or tennis. You're going to get hit in the ball. It's like, I don't really trust my partner to hit the ball on the court. You walk off the court with a concussion, not even knowing what happened.
Jake Yauritia. Set Snyder, takes the pace off. It's Worth now sent down by Williamson. Zabluski will just have to play it over, too strong. Another point to Liberty.
Brooks, good eye. You can see Williamson. Anytime that ball gets close to the net, Williamson's up there. He's dumping it off. He's already got his spot lined out. He's really good at that touch shots right there. He can also hit the ball. He just does everything well. That's what a setter's supposed to do, right?
Yep. Brooks getting a little bit of coaching there from Coach Rigg. Zabluski, great dig. Now tipped over, Hirschberger. Long distance, nothing there. Snyder has to come pick it up. Zabluski, good angle.
Snyder laying out, just couldn't get enough fingertips on it. Again, Josiah Williams, not as tall, short player as we can see here. Zabluski, great spot with that. Saw the block coming, saw his set was really tight close to the neck. And here he's serving.
Zabluski with nice powerful serve and a good feedback over by Williamson.
Again, you can see that he does that behind the head, behind the back, a little dump off there. Right before the blockers can really push forward, really set up that wall of arms there.
Nice weapon to have right here. Setter.
Exactly. Ball gets tight, setters can't get up.
Williams, side out. 4-point lead for Liberty, 15-11. Halfway through set number 3. We've had a split so far, so we're definitely going to 4. And we'll see beyond that. Set Hirschberger. Trying to tip it back over. Avoiding the contact. And sent right back into the net by Hirschberger.
Just a little bit awkward. Rutgers was able to just kind of tip that over. Looks like Sam got kind of caught up. Williams was on the floor, and Hirschberger just had to kind of flat jump it.
Good take by Hong. Eisbrenner. Another point for Liberty.
Linesman called it in. Umpire overruled. Where's that shot spot? How many challenges they got in this set? Isn't it 3 and then 1 with the tiebreak, right?
The eagle eye.
Wrong sport? With the wrong sport?
Wrong sport.
That's right.
16-12. Their side sent back down. Eisbrenner
gets that block.
Speaking of wrong sport, as soon as this one finishes up, we may have a good match with Serena Williams and Maria Sharapova down.
Oh my goodness.
Down under.
Tell you what, Madison Keys though, she put a thumping. I mean, she lost straight sets, but what a thumping. She was.
Australian Open finishing up this weekend.
Madison Keys, she's 19 and pounding. Pace for pace with Serena Williams. Although my man Stan the man, losing to Joko.
17-13. Snyder. Tipped over. Set for Snyder again. Lefty blocked. Beautiful block by Rutgers.
Great block by Rutgers. They're getting a little bit fired up over there. They got to get some movement going here. As we can see this block right here. Snyder goes up, but right into the double block there by Rutgers.
Yeah, Budney at the block. Snyder coming over, another great block. And over the line. Another point.
Over the line. Now, again, you're over the line, but Rutgers is not cleared from the line. Therefore, point to Rutgers.
Rutgers coming back, 17-15.
Got to stop the bleeding here.
This was the point in the game where Rutgers took the lead last set. And Hirschberger giving Rutgers another point.
Might be a good time for a timeout here. We'll see if he calls one, and there it is.
There you go, a timeout called on the court.
Just to calm it down. They were up by 5, now they're up by 1. What do you think Rick's saying?
Rick's just trying to get them back in the game. Right now, momentum again shifting over to Rutgers' side. Rick wants to see that focus. We've seen a lot of errors. We haven't seen Rutgers really overpower Liberty in the last few points. It's been Liberty causing the errors on their own side. If they can clean that up, they should be set to hold on to this lead and hopefully finish out this set. Get up 2-1 over Rutgers.
Couldn't be more right. We see Hirschberger just not really getting up on that last one. You see a couple missed serves, a couple missed blocks. Josiah Williams definitely covering the donut a little bit more, so Rutgers can't get that easy little dump off there.
This matchup a very important one. Coach Rick believes that after this one, it's going to set the tone for where the first ranking is going to be for Liberty this year. February 3rd is when the first ranking comes out. He said with a win, they could be top 5. With a loss, they'll probably be maybe in the 15 or 20 range. So again, a lot on the line.
Yeah, just a few.
Just a few spots, but you know, you got to put yourself in the best position to succeed. 17-16. Rutgers trying to even things up. And a whistle.
Looks like they
Evens
reached
up
over.
17.
Looks like they reached over there.
So all notched up at 17 apiece. Hirschberger takes the pace off of it. Blocked right back down, still in play. Eisbrenner. And finally, the Flames put it away.
Rutgers did not want to go away on that point. I tell you what, Liberty had to win it about 3 or 4 times. See on this replay here. What a great block. They just hit into a wall.
They stuck with it.
Perseverance.
Hirschberger back to serve. A little miscommunication. Eisbrenner there again. Brooks helping him out.
What a great timeout call by Coach Rigg. We see Liberty comes out firing. 2 straight points here. See this replay again with the blocks. That was Sam again. Sam the stash floating up there.
Hirschberger with the serve. Sets it near side. Blocked down by Snyder.
Snyder is so pumped up right now. He was the only one just alone on an island over here on the right side close to us. You can see this block right here. Sam doesn't get over in time. Kevin Snyder goes up, gets a hand on it. So blocking, he is pumped.
2017. Strong serve, just a bit too much pace on it.
Gives it back. Rutgers is definitely thankful for that. Kind of gives a little bit of lost momentum there by Liberty, but not too much. We'll see here how Rutgers responds.
Foster back to serve the libero. And he'll get a service ace. That's a big momentum builder for Rutgers.
Yeah, Brooks has let a couple go on that sideline. One was out, one was in. It's a good serve, great serve from the libero from Rutgers.
See if they go after him again. That's what they're gonna do. Now here's Brooks, tips it over. And Brooks with another error. Again, just joined the team about 4 weeks ago. So still getting his bearings. Came from the beach side.
That's where coach sends people to get conditioned.
20-20. Don't tell the coach of the beach team that. And right now, Rutgers takes another lead, 21-20. Eerily similar to what we saw in the second set.
Very similar. You see Liberty with a lead, and then you see Rutgers creeping back into the game.
See if they can stop the bleeding now. Too strong, Liberty back in it.
And you could feel the momentum kind of switching there. Rutgers just gives it away there. They might have been kind of feeling it though.
Actually, that's going to be a Rutgers point. In the net, I believe, was the call. Or a touch. Either way, 22-20.
It's a big shift in a point right there.
Foster to serve again. That one, a little too much pace. Zabluski. And now it's getting difficult for Liberty. 23-20. Rutgers going on another run.
You see this momentum swinging back and forth as we see this replay here. Just a great hit from Zabluski. He's back in the game. He's feeling a little bit more right now.
Timeout called. Again, eerily similar to what we saw in the last set for Liberty. They've got to keep that momentum up. What do they need to focus on here for these next few points?
Well, you just saw Zabluski. You got to start shutting him down again. You got to get him on the bench. You got to get in his head. We've seen him kind of be just a little bit, I guess, on edges sometimes. And so you got to see that. You got to get Sam and Snyder right in the middle, kind of blocking him, just getting in his head a little bit, make him hit a couple balls long, try to go for tips, anything like that. You just got to, you can't be backs against the wall with 24 points.
With more on today's game, we're going to send it over to Shelby Rush.
So this is the second sport that had a midnight-themed game. What's the process into going into choosing what teams get to have these kind of games?
Well, last year lacrosse had an outdoor game and it went really well. And for club sports, we kind of adapted to that. So we tried the volleyball game. That's going pretty well. We actually have another lacrosse midnight game coming up too.
Now, do you have any other different types of themed games you have in mind?
Well, we're going to stick with the midnight for this year. We might pull out something next year. Kirk Handy always has something in the hat.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was Dave Semenina. I'm wondering when they're going to put the ice out at Williams Stadium.
Hey-o, there we go.
We're going to have a Winter Classic.
There we go. Now we're talking.
We need to pass that on to
now we're
Kirk
talking.
Handy. Director of Club Sports, does an amazing job. Also the head coach for the Division I ice hockey team. I believe they're out on the road up at Delaware this weekend. Liberty got the point back off the service error. Eisbrenner, Dave Semenina, one of the hardest working men in the club sports department, all Liberty. That was a hard shot by Snyder.
There it is, Snyder and Worth going up. It's almost impossible to get it through this block. You look at how high they get, and Snyder just up, perfect timing, and Worth was there for his assistance.
Eisbrenner. That one from long range.
What a great timeout again taken by Liberty. And now we see Williamson, we see Worth, they're getting the crowd into it. They're pumped, 23-all, let's see what happens here.
Zabluski puts it into the madness.
MVP says, no, this is my game, we're taking this one. See how Liberty responds to that.
So another set point. Budney to serve. Snyder. Too strong. Point for Liberty. Rutgers.
A little bit of confusion right now on the court.
They're going to replay it.
Wow, Liberty thought it was on the line. Rutgers thought it was out. Replaying the point. There's a challenge flag.
So Budney will serve again.
Second point that's replayed.
He didn't have much pace on the last one. That really set up Liberty. We'll see what he does here. Does the same, just drops it over. Set up Worth. There's a sure thing.
That ball never lies. That ball must have been in even with the replay point. Ball never lies. Worth hitting. And now the man, the myth, Kevin Snyder to serve as we take another look at Jason Worth's cousin putting the ball down.
24-24. We're going to get some free points in this set. Snyder clips the net. Good dig, though, by the libero Foster. This one will have to be sent over high. There's the set. Taking him himself was Williamson.
And this crowd just got into it again. You can see that Williamson wanted it the whole time. Just a nice tight set as we take a look at this replay from Snyder to Williamson. Gets the tip. He has done that. Never been blocked on that.
Didn't see it coming. Set point. Snyder sends it over. Zabluski was there. He'll touch it over himself. Liberty takes the third set.
What a end of the set.
Liberty takes the third set. They have a 2-1 lead. We'll be back. We're going to take a look at some other sports from Club Sports here at Liberty right after this.
There's a calmness when you come out. The lake is just absolutely still. The water is glass. I know I'm one of the more grumpier ones in the morning because I'm not a morning person. And I come out and the calmness of the water and just going out there helps me really cool down, and it's very relaxing to go out.
I wake up early and you kind of get here and you rush, get on the water, and then you just get that moment where you get to sit and just breathe a little bit and take your moment to yourself and then start your day well.
The love of the sport drives you to wake up. It's like, I love what I do, so I get up every morning to do it.
Crew people get up early, we work hard. Early mornings also tend to provide calmest water for us, so we can actually have a good way to teach technique. On foggy days like today, it's a little scary, but most of the time, it's just peaceful. Crew is also called rowing. You have 1-man, 2-man, 4-man, and 8-man boats. Sculling means that each person has 2 oars in their hand, sweep is 1. And then basically you try and get all 4 people to row exactly together at every single point of their stroke. Every movement happens at the exact same time, same power, same rating, all of that. Perfection, basically.
Okay.
So half of it wide grip, half of it 5 and glide, and then we'll stop out there and assess.
Okay.
My coaching philosophy is to teach them the basic motion and then find a point where they actually start to sync together. You look for those 4 people, what makes them work well together. Spiritually, they need to be on board, they need to be leading each other, they need to be working with and encouraging each other, and then just rowing-wise, getting a stroke that actually works well together. Making sure that they know how to kind of make those small tweaks to adjust for each other in the boat to something that actually does end up as close to perfection as we can get.
It's one of the most intense sports out there. Like, people, it looks really peaceful out on the water, but when you're in the boat, you are exhausted and you're pulling as hard as possible.
They go all out for 2,000 meters. It's not something that you can do on your own strength. You have to have another reason, another purpose to be able to give everything you have. You have to find that motivation, and for a lot of our rowers and a lot of our team, God is the reason that we do anything that we do.
When you get to that point where it's like, I can't do this, like, I physically can't, or mentally I can't, like, that's when you turn to the prayer and you pray, like, Lord, carry me the rest of the way. Like, I have nothing left, carry me. And I think that's what he calls us all to do, and this is just like a really good example of that. Like, just resting and leaning on him, and he'll carry the rest of the way.
We have a higher purpose. It's not just achieving perfection. We're achieving perfection because that's what we try to do in our faith and our daily walks as well.
Welcome back. Things are heating up here in the Vine Center. The Flames staved off 1 set point, won the last 3 points of set number 3, and now they have a 2-1 lead. Let's see how they did it.
Here we go. Now we just see Worth right here just putting the ball down. Great set from Williamson. They're getting fired up right now. Now all of a sudden you see this right here. Little free ball coming over, and Snyder and Williamson dumps it off real quick right there. That tied it up, and now we're looking at the set point right here. Just tipped it out. The MVP from last year, and Kevin Snyder getting the crowd into it. Going into the 4th set.
Texan getting into it alongside Josh Savage. I'm Jacob Johnson. Texan back into it again.
There we go. Kevin Snyder.
He's picking up where he left off.
The man, the myth, the hitter.
The old man out there, too. Don't tell him I said that.
No, not. He might hit you for that.
First point of the 4th set goes to Liberty.
Facial with the volleyball.
Can we play best out of 5? So Liberty wins this one. They're in great shape. That point's going to go to Rutgers.
Right through the block. Williamson and Worth went up there. Didn't get right next to each other on that block. Kind of looked like it squirted through their arms a little bit.
One apiece. Set number 4. Put into play by Haynes. Knocked down by Worth.
Worth taking a little bit off of that hit right there and just finds a donut. Him and those fingertips.
Yeah.
Just magic.
That one was right out in front of him, too. He had to reach down for it. Take another look at it.
See those fingertips? He's not grabbing the ball. If you're watching that and you're like, he's palming it. No, he's not. His fingertips are outstretched.
Hong. Far side.
And that
in the net
is, I believe, in the net. But you can see why Williams and Wong, one's the libero, one's the defensive specialist, both of them laying out on that last point, even though it wasn't theirs.
Williams sacrificing the body. Zablewski back to serve. Hirschberger. Another point for Liberty.
Great hit by Hirschberger. And there's a great dig off of Zablewski's serve. That's a tough serve. That's coming in hot. It's not got a topspin, but it's a heavy ball.
It's 8 kills for Hirschberger. 3-time All-State up in Pennsylvania.
It's a big state.
One of the premier men's volleyball states on the East Coast. A lot of men's volleyball out on the West Coast in UCLA, USC, a lot of those Pac-12 schools. Very, very, very big men's volleyball teams. But here on the East Coast, Pennsylvania, one of the biggest states, and that's where Coach Riggs coming from, put down. That was Mike Mann.
Mike Mann just putting that down. That's just a great quick set right there. Great 2-hit. Just finds an open spot in the court, gets it down before the blockers get up.
Jake Yawartia. Collision on the back line.
Between Hong and Snyder there. A little bit of a confusion, a little bit of collision. And look at this serve from Yarudia. A little bit of an awkward motion. It does the trick.
Got it over. Williams was there. Eisbrenner. Just a little off the mark.
A little off the mark, and he knows it. He knows that slide. He was hitting that the other day in practice. You see this here. Just a bit outside.
And the Flames will have it back. Tied up at 5.
Gets it right back. Again, that jump serve so hard to time. Both Liberty and Rutgers have, at times in this game, have had trouble with that jump serve.
5-5. Nice tip over. Good recovery. I'll have to dump it over. Far side. Good hustle, but not enough there.
You gotta love that defensive-ness from Williams and Wong as you take a look at this replay. Just a great 4-hit out there. Tip from Williamson. And you see Williams just laying out over top of Wong. Not enough. Rutgers with a great kill.
Served by Shasel. Set. Shasel comes out. It's going to be set again.
And Snyder wanted a double on that.
Haynes puts that one away.
Didn't get the call.
Williamson's going to get an explanation on the far side with Mike Griffin, one of our 2 referees.
Adequate enough, apparently.
So Rutgers with the lead, 7-5. And put back down by Mann.
A little bit of confusion between Wong and Williams that they both want to get that dig. Williams calls a smart timeout here. Sorry, that's Coach
Riggs going to call a timeout. This thing's starting to get a little bit out of hand for Liberty. They've got to reel it back in. We have our official attendance, 2,672 in attendance, which breaks the record for the largest volleyball attendance in the Vine Center in the history of this building.
And imagine it's a club sport.
Yeah. The record before that was 1,622 for women's volleyball against Radford in 2007. Now we're going to send it to Shelby Rush a little bit more on today's game.
Thanks, guys. Well, I'm here with assistant coach of the men's lacrosse team, Mike Cimpano. Now, Mike, you guys aren't the only team anymore to have midnight games. Is that going to put any competition into how many fans come to the games?
Well, we certainly were the first team to do it, and we're proud of that. But it's good to see some other teams getting some recognition and getting a lot of support. So it's pretty exciting to see more and more people supporting club sports in general, and we'll hopefully try to up the ante this year, get a few more fans out there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Men's lacrosse just around the corner. Spring sports just around the corner. I feel like we just got into winter. And just ask Rutgers. I mean, they're in a couple of feet of snow right now.
Hey, there you go.
But men's lacrosse will be here in no time.
Men's lacrosse, baseball, softball, getting into it. I mean, as a diehard Cubs fan, I folled it over the offseason a lot, so it's like it never even left. I know.
Sorry about that.
I've been dying hard for a while.
1907?
We don't want to talk about that right now. We don't want to talk about the century mark, or lack thereof.
All right, Shasel to serve. Liberty trying to get back into this one, and that's not going to do it as that one goes off the antenna. Again, if you hit the antenna, that is a side out. You have to go inside of it. 9-5, Rutgers with the lead. Rutgers did have one set point in the third set, but Liberty was able to hold off and win 3 straight. That's
called a double hit.
Contact.
Yep. Tried for a really far set across the court.
So Rutgers starting to get into a rhythm. They're up 5, largest lead of the entire match. That one clips the net. That's a tough one, couple of pancakes. Nothing to show. Not much you can do about that one.
Not much, yeah.
Ball
Tips over the net.
Fall in Rutgers' way.
It's like in tennis, you just say, oh, sorry, but you don't really mean it.
It's a little courtesy. Eisbrenner changed things.
There it is. Gotta love hearing that smack.
He can be a game changer.
He's not going to hit the ball as hard or get up as much as Snyder or anything like that, but like Coach Riggs said, you just see that. Great footwork, not going to lose the game for you. Very solid.
For the first time, we're going to see Ethan Chase rotate into the game. And Liberty's going to get another one. No. Yep, now the call goes back to Liberty because it did hit the antenna.
Went into the net there, a little bit of confusion. Umpires did get it right.
11-7. Rutgers with the lead. Jump serve. Set, block back over. Eisbrenner and Snyder both there. Now Snyder puts it away.
What a hit from Snyder. Just a great tandem run. You see Snyder running that quick outside, and Eisbrenner running the 2 in the middle. And you see that. Both guys go up, but one comes down with a hammer, and that's Snyder.
And a little bit of luck of their own for Liberty.
A little bit of luck of the Irish there. Not really Irish, but still luck.
Just evens things back out.
Just evens things back out. Sorry, but not sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
Hirschberger to serve again. This one, he overcompensates. And a side out, so back to Rutgers. 12-9.
Stop the shooting. Looks like Liberty's getting back into it. You hear him screaming, you hear him getting into the game a little bit more.
There's Chase. And a excellent block.
Great block by Rutgers. Just getting over there. They know Snyder's feeling it right now, so they put up a wall, hits it right into it. Great block by Rutgers.
Bluski was there. Sent back over. Bluski. And another point for Rutgers as they're starting to pull away a little bit. Up by 5.
Liberty just a little bit late with that blocker. Not late, more early.
Foster to serve again. Chase was there. Eisbrenner gives it back to the Flames.
That was a really tough set that Williamson had to make. Eisbrenner was right there to get it. As you can see here, Eisbrenner just sees that. Williamson kind of fading away from that set, still able to get it up.
At a 1v1 against Zabluski. And Zabluski gets it back.
A little bit of an off-speed hit there. Didn't really get everything on that, but it works just the same. Point's a point.
15-10, Rutgers with the lead. There's Worth.
There's another hit.
Hadn't seen him in a while. Makes his presence known.
See if he can make his presence known with the block coming up here.
And Snyder back to serve. Flames trail by 4. Heaves it in the air. The lefty puts it in play. Set up by Budney. There's Snyder coming over. Chase pushes it over. Go near side, cross court. And a great strike there by Travis Haynes.
Worth trying to get up for that block. He's not able to get up as we take a look at this replay. Just a great set right over the hands of Snyder.
Haynes, the serve. Hirschberger sets up Chase. And side out, another point to Rutgers.
Just missed it outside a little bit.
17-11, 6-point lead.
Good to see him in the game, though. Good to see him getting some touches.
See Brooks come back in. Now Haynes to serve again. He's been a good luck charm. Dig by Brooks, who came in, ran out of real estate.
Just a great serve. Putting some pace, got that topspin, and you can see Snyder right there. There you go, you can hear him saying, just get this serve, this point. He's getting his team fired up. You can definitely tell why he is a captain on this team.
18-11, Haynes. Worth has it blocked back by Sabluski.
Little bit of a tight set there. Worth usually likes him. A little bit off the net. Good timeout.
Right on cue, we have a timeout called by Liberty as they trail by 8. Now, what's your mentality when you're down by 8? You are up the 1 set, but what's your mentality down by 8 to try to get back into this 4th set?
I mean, when you look at Liberty in this set, when you look at them trying to claw back into this game, regardless of what it is, it's always difficult when you're coming back from a hole like that, especially when you have the reigning MVP on. I mean, it's a tough thing when you're going up against them. It's a tough thing going up against Rutgers, who has been in the top 20 teams for the past couple years.
Division champions last year as well. They're playing with a ton of confidence, and when Sabluski gets confidence, he plays very well, and that's what we're seeing here.
You can see him hit the ball. You can see him hit the ball. Regardless, if he's on, it's going through the block, it's hitting the floor. And you see Snyder trying to get his team pumped up, and it's hard to do that when you run into a wall like Rutgers just did on his last hit.
He's going to need a little bit of help. Eisbrenner's going to need him to step up a little bit, and by his back line to really help dig some of those longer shots back up and keep them in play. See what they do here. They're down by 8, 19-11. Haynes still on the serve for the Scarlet Knights.
Got a great serve.
Consistency. Brooks, there it is.
There we go. Now Brooks getting his team back into it a little bit.
That's what you like to see coming off a timeout. Hong will come back in for Brooks.
Great hit up the line on that 4 spot right there by the number 4. It's just a great hit coming from the beach. Coming from the beach.
Budney had to make a play because it was going to sneak inside that line. Set far side, back across, coming right where we are.
That's just a tough set to hit. He's hitting from the 10-foot line. It's a little bit too far, a little bit out of his reach.
2 in a row. 19-13, good year. Hong, lefty puts it in play. Set right up next to the net. Oh.
Yep, 2 hits, got that double hit right on the net. It was a tight set anyways, was gonna be extremely difficult.
So responding with 3 consecutive points coming out of the timeout. Liberty still with some work to do as they still trail by 5.
Rick calling some good timeouts.
To the middle, Snyder was there. Hirschberger tips it over. Zabluski knocked back down by Hirschberger.
That's just a great vision from Hirschberger. He saw that he was just going right over the net. Rutgers has to call a timeout.
4 in a row for Liberty, capped off by this one, put right back by Josiah Hirschberger out of Pennsylvania.
You can see that right there. It is January. Hirschberger looked a little bit like it was Thanksgiving, stuffing that ball right down there.
So the Flames getting back into this one. We'll take another look at that last one. Great angle here by our camera crew.
Just touches it. Zabluski with the just a little tip, but Hirschberger sees where it's going, sees that there's really no other option He either gets it over then, or he passes it back to another Rutgers player, and you give Liberty a free ball either way.
About 3,000 packing the Vine Center tonight for this blackout midnight game here in Lynchburg, Virginia. Fans have been loud all night. They don't look tired at all.
Oh my gosh, no, it's Friday night. They know they can sleep in tomorrow. They got the UVA Duke game at 7 o'clock.
Oh.
Let's go. Got these super fans over in the front row over here.
Yeah, the men's team, the Flames men's team, will be back in action right here in the Vine Center tomorrow night as well. Charleston Southern making that trip from Charleston, South Carolina.
Still trying to find that first conference win as the Liberty men's basketball team.
They've been dealing with injuries all season.
Such a tough thing when you lose your two best players to that.
Hong with the serve. That one, side out. Make that 5 straight for Liberty.
Bargulski just kind of getting a little bit outside with that one. Looks like he's coming out, going to the bench. Not very deep bench for Rutgers. Only have 8 players. I guess when you have the reigning MVP, though, it doesn't really matter.
Lost 3 key players from last year's team. This one dumped right over to Blueski as it blocked right back. Great save by the libero Foster.
And there was 4 hits. The Blueski hit it, and there was another touch right there. That was not a block, so that's the 4th hit. Was that free ball right there?
6 in a row now. Hong back to serve. They'll send it to the far side. Set near side. Goes cross court. That was a tough set by Williamson.
Just a tough, it was a great angle put by Rutgers. Just got it right over the net. All 3 blockers up for it.
And that'll stop the bleeding for now.
That's a 7-1 run, though. That's what Liberty needed. That's just a great timeout by Coach Rigg.
See how they respond here as the player of the year puts it in play. Hirschberger. Another point for the Flames.
He has hit that spot so well. I don't think he's gone down the line once, but he's painting the line on the cross court there.
Doesn't have the height that Eisbrenner and Snyder has, but he's got the pinpoint accuracy.
Blows it right by the MVP last year. Says MVP who?
Sent deep, another point for Liberty. They are within 1.
Try to do a windmill there. Just trying to wing his arm back and get it in somehow. Caught it a little bit low on his wrist. Sails it long.
20-19. Williams. And Williams tries for the dig.
Great run tandem there. Caught Liberty trying to guard the middle, as they would try to do the whole time. Sets it to the 4.
Very pivotal points coming up right here. 21-19. Liberty has fought back. They've been able to get almost to the top of the hill, but let's see if they can do it here. Yarutia to serve.
He's got this awkward motion. I'll tell you what, it does a trick.
Eisbrenner, nobody there. Sent over. Set up, Eisbrenner just not high enough. That set not really at his height. I mean, he can get up to about 11 feet. You got to put it up high for him.
That's a few inches. Just a few inches.
So more pivotal points. Put away.
That's a little bit better from Hirschberger there. He is stepping up today, rather tonight. Take another look at this. It's a great set. Looks like he's going to Eisbrenner. Not the case.
Williamson to serve. Tip back over. Pancakes. Still in play, but that would have been 4 hits had they played it.
Williamson's got such a great serve, but Rutgers has been able to handle it every time. I don't think Williamson has one ace, even though he's probably got one of the faster serves on Liberty.
Shasel. Snyder didn't have as much pace on it. Hong. Set. Eisbrenner.
What did we say at the beginning of this game? We wanted to see Eisbrenner start to step up. He has had quite a few kills in this game, quite a few blocks as well. You look at that, just a great hit. You see Williamson's vision, finding where the block is, setting it up.
Flames need to string a couple more together here as they trail by 2 late in the 4th set. Touched over. Here's the set. Who's it to? Snyder puts it away.
There it is. Kevin Snyder, the captain, with the beautiful finish.
The Flames have fought back. They trailed by 7 at one point. Now it's down to 1 again.
Just a great set. Williams finds some space in between the blockers. He's fired up.
Hirschberger with the serve. Far side. Was
The
there a
touch is
touch?
out.
It was side out, no touch.
No touch. You see Hirschberger go back to serve. He's getting the crowd into it.
Rutgers.
They love it.
Not happy with the call. We'll take another look here.
Ooh.
That was tough, but they don't have the
replay. I don't know if he touched it. I don't know if it hit the line.
Tied up 23-23. Pivotal points. Liberty will have a match point right here.
What a great block. And like I said, ball never lies. What a great point and a great block here to give Liberty. You just see the bench. You see Worth over there. Get the crowd to stand up. Everybody on their feet.
Match point. Hirschberger puts it into play. Set by Budney. Hirschberger's there and
he knew
tied
it.
up at 24.
Gave him a little bit of an early, or late rather, Christmas present. Might have been a bit out. You saw him kind of hesitate with that. Tie ball game.
Last set finished at 26-24. Right now we're notched up at 24. There's the set. Snyder takes pace off from long distance. Set near side, Brooks. He'll take pace off, another match point.
There it is. Just a great job by Liberty. Dealing with that 10-footer as we check out the replay there. Williamson with a great 4. Great court vision by Brooks to see that he's not going to hit it through that block. So he finds the angle cross court for the drop shot. And now we have another match point.
Match point number 2. Eisbrenner puts it into play, keeps it low. Shablewski.
And there's the MVP showing why he has that title from last year. Hitting that quick set right at the elbows. And again, we have a tie ball game. Neither team wants to go away as we check out this replay. Great form there by Zablewski.
25 apiece. Snyder.
Close off the top of the net. Rutgers, no touch.
So this will be a set point for Rutgers. If they win this one, we go 5. Budney. Set. And just a bit too much for Worth. We're going 5.
Such a tough loss in that set when Liberty came back from 9 down. Just to hit it a bit long. Worth just missing the tips. Looked like he might have been going for that.
So, let's go 5.
Let's go 5.
Why not? We will be right back. We're all notched up at 2 apiece. The winner of this one wins it all.
Liberty University offers a wide variety of camps for students of all ages. From taking the field at football camp to making a musical debut in the theater, there is something for everyone. Students can have personal instruction from NCAA Division I coaches and student athletes, while playing in top-notch facilities. Liberty University Summer Camps is one of the only places in the country where you can participate in winter sports during the summer. Learn to ski and snowboard at Snowflex or improve your ice hockey and figure skating skills in our LaHaye Ice Center with our hockey and figure skating coaches and teams. Students will have a great time making new friends and memories while exploring Liberty's campus and growing in their relationship with Christ. So what are you waiting for? Sign up today for the 2015 summer camps at Liberty University.
Welcome back to the Vine Center. Let's play 5 here. It is a packed crowd here on this midnight game. And we're going 5 sets. It's been a good one between Rutgers and Liberty. Alongside Josh Savage, I'm Jacob Johnston. It's Shelby Rush who's working the sidelines for us tonight. First game ever for this men's volleyball team here at the Vine Center, and they are making it an epic performance right now.
Oh, I can't even deal. We're going 5 sets. Come on now. I'm up more than I was at the beginning of the game. I tell you what, we saw what we wanted to see that last game. We saw Sam Eisbrenner start to make some blocks, start to make some crucial hits at crucial points. Now this set, who are we going to look for?
Snyder? Let's go with Snyder.
Let's go with Snyder. Let's go with the 11-4.
I think right now you're going to depend on your best players for both sides. It's going to be Snyder for Liberty, and it's going to be Sabluski for Rutgers. Whichever one of those two I think plays the best is the one that goes home with the victory here.
I don't think you could be more right.
Yeah.
I don't think you could be more right. I mean, it's just, that's going to be a pleasure. That's going to be a pleasure to watch because you see that middle that they're trying to go after.
Well, what we do know is it's going to be close. Besides that first set, each one of the last 3 sets have all been decided by 2 points. The first set was a 5-pointer, but again, you got to think that Rutgers had a little bit of rust that they needed to get off of their shoulders. It was a tough trip. They drove all the way down from New Jersey today, a 7-hour drive to get here to Lynchburg, and they got here just enough time to come out and do warm-ups. That's a tough day.
That's just a tough day, especially when you got to work off the rust. I mean, come on. You're jumping up and down. You're in a new venue. You've got, you know, a bunch of people that are outside of their dorms.
And again, Rutgers, they actually just got back from Christmas break on Monday. They had to deal with all of the snow, so they've only had 1 practice this entire last week. And you can date that back almost a month and a half. They've only had 1 formal practice. So they are getting their money's worth out of these Liberty Flames, and the Flames having some fun as well, feeding off of this record sellout crowd here at the Vine Center.
Tell you what, we are in for a 5th set. And you see Williamson there, and we're still having a little bit of fun, still laughing, still keeping it loose.
In the 5th set, we will only play to 15, so it becomes kind of a tiebreaker in the 5th set. So it's a shorter set. The winner of this one wins it all.
Liberty starts like they did the last set. It's not looking good, but with the momentum, I still think Liberty might have a little bit of an edge because they did have that comeback from 9 points down. Rutgers just had to kind of hold them off there at the end.
So it'll be Eisbrenner to serve. Kick things off here. Set number 5 underway. Sabluski making his presence known. Again, watch Sabluski and watch Snyder. Travis Haynes to serve. And he sends that one deep. They're trading points early.
We haven't really seen a missed serve in either the 3rd or 4th set. We kind of had a few in the first 2. I think there was a point where there was, 2 or 3 in a row by both teams.
Snyder to serve. All notched up at 1. Throws it a mile high and puts it back into the net. So just like that, 2 errors in a row.
Spoke too soon. Broadcast curse.
Yep. So Rutgers will now have an opportunity to break that curse. And it's going to be Alex Sabluski. Compared to Adrian Brody. That's what they say about him. Puts it down.
Hey, he found the donut there a little bit. By the time this game's over, we're going to need some donuts and coffee.
Yeah.
Here we see this replay. That is something Rutgers has not been able to stop Williamson with that dump the entire night.
Here's Hong to serve. Tied up at 2. And that one's put away by Mann, so we're just trading points here early.
You get into this battle going back and forth. Neither team wants to give up. You're going to see this happening. And Coach Rigg just with a smile on his face. He seems a little bit more relaxed than he probably is on the inside.
Set. Worth has to dump it over. Now near side. Good dig by Snyder, keeps it in play. Ball still in. Sent deep, a bit
no
too
touch.
deep.
Oh, no. Umpires are calling a touch on that, so point for Rutgers. They take a 4-2 lead.
4-2 Rutgers with the lead early. Set from deep. Far side. And that one sent right back down. Now Rutgers has an early lead, 5-2.
Rutgers read that one from Williamson, read that dump off. As you see, Hirschberger trying to get that, but runs into a wall of Rutgers. I think that was man on the block.
It's a very critical few points here. Quick timeout called. Liberty's got to get into that rhythm. They have been, both teams have had a couple of errors here early, but Rutgers has been able to capitalize off of Liberty. They've almost come out a little flat here in the fifth set.
I would definitely say they've come out a little bit flat. Not really got that pop yet. I think this is a spot where you have to give it to Snyder. You have to let him put the ball down. You have to let him get Liberty back into it. He gets one of those hits. You can just feel the intensity pick up. You can feel the momentum pick up. You can feel the energy of Liberty pick up as they try to claw back from this 3-point deficit early in this set.
Garcia has been one of the top servers this entire match for Rutgers. Right now he's getting it done. They lead by 3. Again, this is the deciding set.
Hey, at least it's not a Djokovic versus Wawrinka where it was 6-0 in the 5th set. You know, we're actually getting a couple more points.
Your money's worth.
Getting your money's worth. Ah, you got your money's worth out of that game.
And Liberty will get the first point.
There you go.
Off the timeout.
You can see Williamson, he's walking into the huddle saying 1 point. 1 point at a time. That's what he's saying to his team. That's all it takes is 1 point at a time. Let's see the libero, Josiah Williams.
Captain to serve, and he gives it right back. So again, exchanging points. That's not what Liberty can be doing right now as they trail.
Williams getting a little frustrated with that. Getting a little flustered right now. It seems like the tension might be getting to him.
Strong, and they'll hand it right back to Liberty.
Definitely a curse of the broadcasters. I said they had missed serves in a row, and now it's like they're back to the first game. They're missing serves back and forth. This is not the time to be missing them. It almost might be a sign of fatigue.
Nick Williamson to serve. He'll keep it in play. Goes back. Eisbrenner too strong. He knew it.
And that's one of those he wishes he could have back. Those are ones that, I mean, you get these middle and outside hitters that get those balls right over the net, and their mouth starts to water.
He doesn't miss many of those. 3-point lead for Rutgers. That one's going to go to Snyder. He'll tip it back over. Now it comes right back. Near side. Put down. It's going to go back to the net. Hong. Set. Eisbrenner puts it away.
There it is. And that'll get the crowd back into the game. Sam Eisbrenner putting it down.
The Thunder sticks and
that's a Thunder
are
arm.
out.
That's a Thunder arm right there from the mustache. From Sam Mustache.
There's Berger. Jumps into it. Is it deep? Zabluski gets it back for Rutgers.
That's just a great set. It was really tight bump into the net. Really tight, and Zabluski just able to handle that set, that quick set. Definitely showing his skills here. And he's finally woken up. He's gotten the gel out of his hair.
Rutgers gets to 8, so they switch sides. Liberty now on the right, Rutgers now on the left. Again, this blackout Liberty wearing those black jerseys just for this occasion. We'll go back to the traditional colors after this. They'll be hosting a tournament actually the weekend of the 14th with all the division teams, and then head out to the Hoosier Illini Classic at the end of the month, actually the end of February, end of next month. But we are actually less than 24 hours away from February right now.
What do you think about those Indiana basketball warm-ups? I love them. The Where's Waldo pants.
Throwback.
Love it.
The throwback that have continued year after year after year.
I love it. I mean, their legs look so stinking long in them, too.
Tom Crean's got them playing some good basketball out there, too. 8-5. Sent over by Brooks. Up, Zabluski. He's making this one tough.
He's making it count, too. I mean, Liberty with that free ball over there, and that was just, that's just an easy bump set spike, especially when you have Zabluski coming in there in the middle hitting.
Served by Budney. Snyder takes the pace off, still up. Still in play, too strong. And back to the Flames.
Liberty almost got caught celebrating too early. We saw that kind of bite them last time they did that as we catch a replay here. Great dig from Josiah Williams. Snyder with that, but Rutgers able to get the ball up just a little too hard.
Foster with a good dig as well for Rutgers. There's the set. We'll go far side, comes right back. And another point for Rutgers.
Snyder wanted that one.
Slowly working their way up. And again, with a 4-point lead, you can't trade points at this point.
Cannot.
Liberty's
afford to do that.
got to string some together. Snyder tips back over. Snyder was looking for the out call. And that's another point for Liberty. Let's see if they can build upon this.
All right, here we go. Now we got the textbook server. We got Snyder. He wants the ball.
Takes some pace off of it, mishandled.
And there it is. You see that Kevin Snyder with a little bit of a smile. He knows it was a mishit. Rutgers didn't know what to do with it. A little bit of a knuckleball.
Sent that one high and deep.
It was dropping, though. That thing was dropping. That might be what they need.
Play it.
That might be what they need here.
See what he goes with here. Keep some pace off of it. Zabluski was there, works to the far side. And almost hit the line judge.
It's just great placement on that serve. They barely were able to get it to the setter. Rutgers able to put it away, though. Snyder laying out for that. He wants this game.
Rutgers up 3, 11-8. Zabluski to serve. Far side, Snyder gets about 40 feet in the air.
He has played 5 sets, and he is still getting up.
High jump champion.
Ain't no thing. Ain't no thing.
5-time in the Big 12 at Oklahoma.
Ain't no thing. I think Worth wants a block here.
Played over. They come near side, just bump back. Right back where it came from. Good block. Put away.
What a great Williamson with the hit. Hirschberger.
1-point lead for Rutgers.
Let's take another look at that. Williams, great dig. Showing you why. Showing you why he's a defensive libero.
Hong. Block. Nobody there. And another point for Rutgers.
A little bit of a joust there. Liberty was kind of caught off guard. Just that quick jump. Rutgers got it.
That was Bargelski. Hasn't played too many points in this game.
Both teams want this. Rutgers took it last year.
Aratia puts it in the net, gets Liberty back into a 1-point game.
You would never see that in tennis, the crowd cheering over a double fault, unless it's somebody they obviously don't like. But I tell you what, they get hype over it.
The little man, Josiah Williams. Libero Jr., 5'6", from Pennsylvania. Set far side, tipped over. Snyder's there, gets out of the way. Near side, Hirschberger comes back, Hong plays it. Keeps it in play, Hirschberger. There's the set and the put away. That was a big one.
That's big. And as you can see, Zabluski's on the bench right now. Really tight game. Interesting play here. Very interesting play. There's a
Shasel to
crowd.
serve.
There's a crowd.
Shasel, nice serve. Tough play.
Tough set.
And now a match point for Rutgers. They'll have 3 match points. Shaisel to serve. Mishandles it. Liberty saves off one.
And look who's back to serve. Nick Williamson. You gotta love this kid's serve. You just gotta watch his arm just whip through the ball.
14-2 timeout.
Wise timeout by Rutgers. Very wise timeout. Trying to pull a little ice the server.
This is the point of the match where you separate the men from the boys. Liberty's gotta stay with composure. They have fought their way back into this one. They trail by 2, but they have an opportunity to continue playing. This is how it's happened.
Just looking here, just good hustle. Hirschberger just out of his reach. And he even steps over the cameraman. Almost took out Pat Strawn down here. He's not trying to do anything, just trying to take some good pictures. Fans are still in it, fans still dancing, they're having a good time.
Rutgers feeling pretty loose as well. They're getting into
All
it.
Smiles. Liberty willing themselves to these next 2 points. Let's see if Williams can get a free point, maybe get an ace or something like that, maybe get a miss hit from Rutgers.
Gotta get these serves in.
Look at who's on the bench still. Zabluski riding the pine.
Budney, Haynes, as well as Foster, Shaisel. Man in as well. Williamson to serve. Liberty trails by 2. It's a match point for Rutgers. Williamson puts it into play, hits it in the net, and what a way to end.
What a heartbreaker there. Williams has been so consistent on his serves the entire game.
That's a tough way to go if you're Liberty. You fought back. You had a 2-1 lead, and then Rutgers ended up winning the last 2 sets and taking the match. But you can't say enough, one, about the way that Zabluski played. He was phenomenal, and he stepped up big in this 4th and 5th set for Rutgers.
No, I couldn't agree more. I mean, you look at him from the first set, he's a little bit rocky, and then he starts to get going. He starts to hit that slide, he starts to hit that middle, and then a couple of his teammates getting some help from Mann, getting some help from Haynes, just some good serving and whatnot. And you look at that, and I mean, there's a score for you there. Everything's close. The most you see, what, 5 points in the first set, and everybody was a little bit hesitant in that first set, a little bit sluggish.
If you had to pick a player of the game on the Liberty side, which one of any 5 players would you pick as the Liberty's MVP?
Oh, that's so tough right now. I mean, you look at Josiah Williams, he's running around laying out for balls. Then you look at Snyder, then you look at Williamson. I think they only picked up one of his dumps. So you look at all these players and you have to, honestly, you have to go with Snyder. You have to go every time he hits the ball, he's getting his teammates pumped into it. He's getting them pumped up for it.
Snyder was definitely a game changer. Worth started off the game about as hot as anybody. Worth was really the first one that really opened up this game, and then Snyder came in, and then he had a lot of help from everybody else as well.
You could definitely see Worth just a little bit off just throughout the rest of the game. They really kind of sat him there at the end, but in the end, Rutgers with the victory.
Liberty falls to 16-3-2 on the season. So for Shelby Rush, Josh Savage, I'm Jacob Johnston. Until next time, so long, everyone.